Hey, what's up, everybody? We have a guest today.
It's been a long time since we had a guest.
Yeah, you know, this layout looks like we're supposed to do like some sort of mukbang or some shit together, you know, but none of that's gonna happen on camera. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Frank Nam back in the building. What's up, Frank?
What's up?
Is Frank the first one to return?
No.
Who
I
was
think
the
you've
first
had
one
like
to
a
return?
Rob Joe.
Rob Joe came
Yeah,
twice.
yeah.
We should have Rob on again.
Oh, just to beat me? That's messed up.
How about we double up on other ones like Amy or
Amy?
whatever.
Oh,
maybe
yeah, and
maybe
Hannah.
people with like big celebrity followings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't checked socials in a while, so Amy's now on TV.
Yeah,
Yes.
with that like cooking show, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
she's
right.
probably got lots more followers.
I hung out with her this past weekend, and I said, "Did it help you in any way?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Not really."
Oh, really? Oh, they don't put the socials on
yeah.
TV, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it was during the daytime, so I saw good old Paul. Paul's like 안녕하세요. He listens to every single one of our episodes.
no way.
Yeah.
Wow. Does he really?
Mm-hmm. All when he
Thanks, Paul. That's
when
amazing.
he was in Puerto Rico, but
Wow.
he doesn't want to leave any fucked up comments, and he's too lazy to DM or cacao.
Oh, okay.
So same goes for Chris.
If
But they
that
all wanted Keseki merch.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. And I said, yeah, it's on in the link. I'm not gonna give you it for fucking free.
Oh no. Okay. All right.
No freebies.
I was gonna say something else, but
Yeah.
you heard Danny.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Danny's call.
I love you guys, but Bobby needs to buy more diapers.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We're talking about that.
Right.
I almost spilled the beans last week
Mhm.
because I was drinking makgeolli alone,
Mm.
and I wanted to say it. Like I don't know. Like it's one of those things you have to not say something for like 3 months because
You never know, right?
yeah, typically I think it's 12 weeks
Right.
before you say something, or until the doctor says the baby's healthy enough, you can say something.
Yeah. So I think you
And-
should say it because we haven't said it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, what is it?
we're having another kid.
We are.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Holy moly!
So
Oh my God! No wonder I had this bump forever.
the doctor told us like at week 10
Mm.
that it was safe to start telling people
Mm.
Nice.
because the baby's really healthy, like in the top 90th percentile.
Do you know the
Healthy babies.
the sex of the baby?
So we might know as early as this Wednesday. So in a couple
Ooh.
days.
Do you care?
Absolutely, I care. Yeah, like Frank was mentioning this earlier before we started, but
Mm.
our family has lots of boys.
Mm.
Strong male genes.
Yeah,
in that line
yeah.
of his family.
When you
So-
said strong males, I was like, "You're this Bobby." Like we're talking about strong males.
Shut up.
Fucking weak ass male.
Damn.
So I'm assuming that
All right, so
a girl would be.
yeah, I mean,
right.
secretly we want like we don't say it out loud because we
Right.
don't want to jinx it too much.
Right,
but
right,
yeah,
right.
come on,
Right.
we're like we think it's a girl
Mm.
because of this reason, right? You guys let us know what you think.
Mhm.
So my wife, when she was pregnant with Benji, didn't get morning sickness, or she didn't get ipta, which is like
Cravings.
no, it's not. What do you call it when you want to throw up?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she didn't have that. She didn't feel that nauseous feeling of
Mm.
wanting to throw up.
Wow.
With this pregnancy, she's always like every day. She's really nauseous and has to throw up or wants to throw up. So for that reason, a lot of people are saying, hey, it's probably going to be a girl, including my mother, who said she had 3 boys
Hmm.
and never once did she feel nauseous.
She just
Oh,
burped.
interesting.
Yeah. And so she what do you call it, with her sisters and stuff, she did like apparently her sisters have daughters.
Mm.
That was the consensus that
Mhm.
if you feel nauseous, then it's going to be a girl. But we're not going fully like all in just based on that info.
Because obviously you haven't thought about names yet. Benjamina.
Well, my wife is thinking of names that are unisex.
Oh,
Smart.
Yeah, in Korean. Yeah.
But what about in English?
In English, I haven't started yet.
What are some unisex names? Terry.
Robin.
Yeah. Kelly.
Jean.
Joe. Like
Joe. Yeah.
Joe.
Joe's a good one.
Joe Choy.
boy named Sue. I don't know.
Oh, actually, that's a great one. I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan, so and a Swingers fan. There's a character in that movie called Sue.
Well, Bob, congrats
Yeah,
Thanks.
on your expanding family.
Yeah, thank you.
And that is why y'all need to buy the merch.
Oh yeah,
Right,
actually,
right.
I'm in deep shit, man. Like if I really think about it, like I really need to start taking care of my finances better. You know, having the 2 kids is just gonna be even harder. My wife, you know, we made the decision that I don't know. I guess we can talk about this, but as of last week, she stopped working. And she's been planning on retiring, I guess, or taking time off to be to stay home with the kids, and especially because my in-laws help with Benji while she's at work, and they're getting old and they're getting back problems because of Benji. So we decided, you know, maybe my wife can come home and do that, but I have the pressure now to try and make some extra money. So any ideas, guys? Because like I got permission from our company to actually do some extra work. Maybe on the weekends I can teach English,
Right.
like one-on-one, that kind of thing. I can't take on like a full-on job, part-time job somewhere, but I could get some like extra work to help, you know, make ends meet.
You know, Bobby, we talked about this before. So I have my own podcast, and I mentioned like giving you the audio engineering and like production work.
Yeah.
And I can still do that most likely.
What? How come it already hasn't happened?
Because I've seen how busy you are, and I have a
Let's
deadline
make it work.
to meet.
Let's make it work. Yeah. I would love to do that kind of
we can
work.
talk about that for sure.
I'm even better than then.
Well,
I'm better now.
I'm sure.
I'm a great audio engineer. Yeah, so you heard it here, right? Like, buy our merch, buy, you know, the Big Fody merch, because then I don't have to split it with Danny.
Damn,
just kidding.
Damn,
He's just mad, Frank, because on his merch site, the idea that I thought of right before I went to sleep, Drunkenly, is a better seller.
Yeah,
than all his albums.
It is the top seller on
T-shirts and all those things.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's been. I'm gonna make this worse. That's been selling for many more years.
Yes,
about a year.
Okay, about a year. You know, okay.
Within a week, it became the top seller.
Damn.
And I'm going to make sure that number is going to balloon up with my plans. But anyway,
That's right.
Well,
you have hats and
masks.
Anything else coming up with the pipeline?
We have coasters.
Ooh, coasters are nice.
Well, the plan with that was because I showed the design to my friend that has a bar, Rush Music Bar, right? They saw it and they're like, "Oh, can you make coasters?" Because I gave them Big Phony coasters as a gift before, right? And they're like, "Oh, these would be better." Basically, they want coasters.
What if you make the coasters, but you have a space where you can white label it and they can put their restaurant or bar name on it too?
Man, do you want to join our marketing team? Like, we technically don't have one, but we can start one right now. So our idea was, like, give them out to our friends with bars. We have lots of friends with bars, right?
Yeah.
And then when people are drinking, hopefully alone, where they're just like, "Hey, what's this?" And they find it funny. Yeah. They turn it over. It's like, "Oh, I can buy this too." Like,
you put one of those like little, what do they call those?
Website or QR code?
QR codes.
Oh, that's even better. Yeah. We haven't even. We thought about like putting stickers of a website.
This is when people in their 40s and late 30s create businesses in the online age.
Oh my gosh, the QR code. Do you have to pay to make QR codes?
I don't think so.
I'm just like half kidding, but now I'm kind of serious.
It's kind of like a Bitly, right? You probably there's like probably a website where you can set it up.
Yeah.
And it just keyed into a website.
Yeah.
If you guys have any answers to our questions, our ignorant questions, please leave comments. But let's
move on.
Let's talk about stuff that we don't need to. Because all these other conversations
we have a
we could have done over drinks.
Frank, Frank, so you went back to the States.
I did go back to the States. Late July till late August.
Ooh, a month.
A whole month, right?
And then, I want to talk about this vaccination thing.
Sure.
Right? Because for you left Korea before getting vaccinated in Korea.
That's correct.
And
I wasn't eligible to get one here.
So Frank was telling us this earlier, but Frank is like one of those, he's like a winter soldier or like when it comes to vaccinations.
Yeah,
like,
extra vaxxed.
Yeah, extra vaxxed.
Hyper-vaxxed. Is what
hyper-vaxxed, right.
Yeah, I got a shot of Johnson & Johnson and I was so interested in getting like vaccinated that I had made my plan, landed at like 9 a.m. and I set up an appointment for 1 p.m.
Wow.
Oh, you got it that day. Yeah.
Because the other thing I was trying to do is avoid quarantine coming back.
Yeah.
And so through the different consular services, you can apply for quarantine exemption.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, let's do this. But then the Delta started showing up, right?
Yeah.
And I read some early reports about maybe Johnson & Johnson. That's what I got because I wanted a one-shot thing.
Yeah.
It might not be so great for Delta. So I read this stuff about mixing vaccines, like the two mRNA vaccines like Moderna and Pfizer.
Yeah.
If you mix them with the more like traditional vaccines like AstraZeneca or Johnson & Johnson, is actually better.
Okay.
So I think the day before I left the US for here, I got my first shot of Pfizer.
Okay.
Which is maybe the best idea because, if you have like, you're really sick and then like, sir, your temperature is really high and you're sweating
that's not
like
a good
crazy
idea, right?
and you seem really awful.
Did it fuck you up though?
Yeah.
No, all it did was give me just like a sore arm for like 5 days, 4 days, but no like sickness.
Did the Johnson & Johnson give you a sore arm?
Nothing.
Nothing? That's
Yeah.
weird. I got my first shot of Pfizer and I had that 5-day like sore arm thing.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Oh, that and I was really tired the next day. I slept really.
You know what?
long.
I couldn't tell because I was jet lagged. I was coming back here.
Oh,
so I was like, is this the vaccine or is this the jet lag, which kicks my ass every time I come to.
But no fever. I didn't get a fever off of Pfizer. So
I think the tired thing is you're always tired. So
that's true.
Yeah. So like it's probably that kicking in.
Well, I was kind of mad because it was like I got it on a Saturday and then I was fine Saturday. And then Sunday, I was in bed all day. But, Sunday, I want to go out and with the kid at least, get some air, but I didn't get to do it. Hey, when you came back then, did you have to quarantine?
No. So
you did? Okay.
I read the thing, right? There's a couple of reasons you can quarantine. Like first, you have to be obviously fully vaxxed.
Yeah.
And you have to apply through the consulate. And they have like a business reason for coming back and they have a humanitarian reason. So one of the humanitarian reasons is like if you're for like a funeral, right? You can come back, but you can also come back if you want to see family. But they limit it to parents, grandparents, and children. So like no siblings, no aunties, like uncles.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, parents, that's directly like siblings. Your parent, your grandparents, or your children.
Oh, okay.
To see.
Okay. That's
so my father lives here, and a big reason I've been living in Korea is to see him.
Yeah.
And so when I read it, I felt like I wasn't really qualified because I wasn't really coming to see my dad. I live here now.
Yeah.
Right. And so, but my girlfriend's like all chatting now, like cacao. She's like, just try it. What's wrong with you? Like, nothing's gonna happen if they say no, they say no. So I was like, oh, okay, fine, I did it, and they approved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it online? You just
all online through like the consulate website.
So you go up the tree or down the tree, but not across the tree.
Exactly.
That's what Danny. Danny.
Right.
Damn. The thing is, with the vaccination, I heard like if somebody on your plane tests positive, then whatever the situation, I heard everyone needs to quarantine for 2.
What? I have not heard that before.
No, that's not the case. So,
well, how would you? Because they don't test us all. Like we don't get off the plane, then they test us, and then they let us go.
So they didn't test you when you landed?
I went to get a test at like Yongsan.
Yeah.
The day after I landed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do they make you get tested again 5 days later or something like that?
Yeah,
Or-
my quarantine was for the full 2-week exemption period. So I said for 14 days. And they said for anyone that does 7 days or more, then on the 6th, 7th day, you have to go get another test.
Another one, yeah.
So I did that. And they're both negative, obviously. So
Okay.
yeah.
Shit, man. Because I was thinking about, I was talking to you earlier today, Bob, about maybe it's time for me to go back home for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like I have to come back. So then maybe I should leave after I'm fully vaxxed here, so that I don't have to deal with it coming back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just, my first jab's this Thursday, and then
You gotta wait.
like apparently it's
3
like
weeks,
6
a month.
weeks now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
6 weeks. Yeah.
So like, that just kind of delays my plans if I go.
I
don't
think
know.
that I think that's a better plan, getting this second jab here, because, and it's not what you think. Like, I think it's because it's a good idea, because right now is the best time of the year weather-wise for Korea, September and October. So if you went back to LA, it's so 아까워. Like, it's so like during October or September even. If you went back, I think it's such a waste, because it's already nice in LA. Like, you go when it's like really shitty here. Like in December, it starts to get really cold.
Yeah, that's true.
And go back and it's nice in LA.
idea.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, like, it's the reason why I would go back is because, number one, there aren't things popping off here.
Yeah.
Because for the last like 2 months,
right.
I haven't done gigs.
Right.
So, and just to kind of obviously see family and friends, but also kind of like be like, hey guys, I've been gone for almost 4 years.
Oh, you can gig back home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
I'm still alive and kicking.
I'm still funny.
Yeah. I'm still pretty good,
But
guys.
what if you're
come see
not
me.
that good anymore?
Whoa.
Here's the thing. Like,
it's possible.
you and I both know that like a lot has like just fell out of our heads, because we're always thinking both in Korean and English.
Yeah,
we're using different parts of our brain.
Mhm.
So we often can't find the words in English when they're even simple.
Yeah.
Like even now when I said akawa, I didn't know how to say it in English.
Yeah.
So what if you're on stage and you have to say something like that, and you're like, oh, damn, I only know this word in Korean.
I mean, typically I'm not freestyling during stand up.
Oh yeah.
There's
They're
usually
bits.
there are bits. So like I would know, but you're right. Like I haven't done stand up in English in probably like 2 years now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so the last time I think I was in Malaysia. And then so it's been a while. So I'm probably gonna be rusty.
Mm-hmm.
But fuck it, why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not there to like. This is. Hey guys, I'm going to do my first show to get a Netflix special.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just gonna do it just to do it. To be like, I got some moves. But anyway, I mean, it was a thought that it was a discussion I had with a handful of people this past weekend to be like, it might be a good idea. You know what's funny? Like some person who's not in the business goes, see, if you went earlier, you could have went to the Shang-Chi premiere. And I went, and so
okay.
what does that do?
What does that do for me?
What does that do for my career? Like, I would love to go to the premiere just to like, watch it and, whatever. But like, there's today I got I don't like it when non-comedians or non-artists, someone wrote to me today on Facebook Messenger. It was like, hey, I have a Kyopo joke for you.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
You should use it.
Oh no.
But the joke, but he did not send me the joke yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But he was like, do you want to hear it? And I said, sure. Just to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like, hey, fuck you, asshole. Like, whatever.
Yeah,
so I was
you
like,
should hear it.
Yeah. So yeah, send it over. But he didn't send it. But I immediately go, fuck this guy.
I mean, that's your knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah. Because it's
to
usually
anything like
never good.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's good, it's like, what? Oh, this comedian is gonna now use my joke, or gonna give me money for a joke, or what? I don't even know what the point is. Or like tries to prove to yourself, like I can be funny too.
Dude, our friend Ricardo that we grew up. I remember one time, he was trying to give me advice about like when my first album came out and I was trying to, pursue music finally. He's like, you know what you got to do, Bobby? You got to do R&B. And I'm like, is that how it works? Can I just switch from being this like sad singer-songwriter to like, yeah. I could do that, but it would take me another 20 years to figure out how to sing like an R&B singer.
R&B version of any of your songs. Go.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Let's hear it. Let's do it. Which one would you pick?
I'm not going to do it.
Which song is the most transferable to R&B out of all your songs?
Oh man, but
you got to do that Wanye Morris, right? What is it? Vocal gymnastics, or like Brian McKnight. Anyway, yeah. So, I've been getting some advice from non-entertainers, and that's always pissed me off.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
But like, I don't know. Like, I haven't gotten it for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, because as much as Korean culture, they're like, "Oh, you're a comedian. Tell me a joke." I hear that all the time. But they don't go, 이거 개구르서, right? And I go, at least from that point of view, like I go, okay, at least they're not assholes in that way.
Right.
And then usually it's the American speakers, the English speakers.
Right? Not just Americans.
Yeah. But they're typically American.
Not surprising. Right. Not surprising.
Right. I don't know if I wouldn't mind getting advice from the what do you call it? What generation is
commoners?
The younger generation. Yeah. Because I mean, they're the ones really that hold the keys to like what's popular and stuff these days,
they're the
right?
trendsetters.
So Bobby Tinjangnim, you should do TikTok and you should just dress skimpy and dance to all the new dance. Look, man. I know I'm really dumbing it down, but like when I see the trending videos on TikTok or whatever like pops up, it's just like girls in yoga pants dancing some random like cute girls dancing in whatever trendy song is or whatever new challenge it is. You know what I mean? And I go, this is what it takes to be TikTok famous.
But here's the thing, like there was a certain time in history where our parents looked down at us for women wearing shorts.
Right.
Right. Maybe this is like us being condes now. Being like, maybe that's the norm and everyone.
No, I'm fully aware that I'm a fucking conde.
Yeah.
Like, Frank, do you dabble in TikTok? Are you in that sphere of do you consume any TikTok videos?
Like once a month, I just like maybe someone will send me something and I'll look at it. But I don't go down that rabbit hole.
Do you have an account?
I have an account just so like I can watch, but I think I follow like 3 things or 3 like I don't even know if it's like a band or like but yeah. Like I'm on Instagram mostly.
Okay.
And Facebook, which is super like kunde for our generation.
Facebook is kind of
it's old.
Yeah. You're almost there.
You hear the most from people saying they're not on Facebook anymore, but
young people don't even bother with Facebook. Yeah.
I am not on Instagram. Well,
no, you are.
I am. So I came back on to make the announcement where I have another kid.
Right.
Because someone once told me like I was gonna quit Instagram outright, and someone told me that's a follower I never met before, and I was like, I said I might on a post. I'm thinking about it, and they're like, please don't, because your fans like want to know how you're doing, and this is a good way to know. And so that was the very reason why I didn't quit like culture. I didn't just delete it. So I came back and I did the baby announcement last week, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna just put up like maybe 1 or 2 a week now, right? And just get back to it and make it really simple. And I put a second one for Benji's birthday, and then by that point I started thinking, hey, what should my next one be? And that's when I decided I'm not gonna do this.
So you're gonna go old school. You want your fans to, like, you know, back in the days before social media or whatever, when an artist had a concert, you figured out in the trade papers, like, you know what I mean, or like, you know, or if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, you know what I mean, like I forget where I was listening to it the other day, but like back in the days when someone hated Clark Gable. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like then they'd have to go to the feather store to write a letter, and then hire a stagecoach to send it to MGM Grand.
I'm gonna keep the Instagram account.
Hate Clark Gable at that point in time to do that.
I'll just, you know, I won't do it once a week. I'm just gonna like every now and then just come up to get air. What's it saying? Like,
come up for air,
and then just maybe put a post just like when it's important.
You should just have me on the show for the English expressions you forget.
Yeah,
so I can remind you. But then in like 6 months, I'll also start forgetting them. You'll have to get a new, more younger, like a more fresh kyopo.
A fresher kyopo.
Okay, so kind of related, but I mean it's difficult because you say that you're weaning off of social media, right? But
it's because I can't handle my shit, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a question or a problem that I heard in another podcast, and I'd like to bring it up here.
Okay. True.
So a girlfriend messaged the podcast going, "Why does my boyfriend follow a bunch of hot girls on Instagram?" Mm-hmm. And is that wrong? Am I jealous? Is that you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you know, Instagram is filled with pretty chicks dancing or, you know, just wearing yoga shit and like, you know, like being sprawled out, you know? And because if you can see who they're following. Mm-hmm. So like as a significant other, you can see if your boyfriend or girlfriend is who they're following.
Oh yeah,
and being like, who is this bitch, right? Like so. Another friend of mine who I had dinner with yesterday said that his girlfriend, now fiance, goes, "Oh, I bet that's what you're into, huh? These like cute, petite, like Korean girls, right?" So, what is your response to if your girlfriend or your wife gave you that kind of, put you in that position? Like, how would you respond? First of all, do you follow random hot chicks on Instagram?
I will definitely not lie here and be like, oh, no, not at all. But I tried to not as much anymore. The only like attractive women I follow on Instagram in the last like 6 months that are new, that are probably like actresses, like from like dramas that I've seen recently.
Okay. So kind of like because you're a fan.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan because I'm like, they're a great actress, but also like they're really pretty.
Yes.
Right? And I kind of want to like follow their social. One is the Rachel My Park from like What's Wrong with Secretary Kim? I don't know if you ever saw that.
I don't watch Korean dramas, but
I'm Rachel the most Korean culture drama person out of the three of us.
Rachel My Park Kim is
that's the handle, I think. I don't know.
So
like Myung, I don't know.
Yeah. So has your girlfriend given you shit about following pretty celebrities?
No, she has not. She has an Instagram, and she actually doesn't even follow me.
Oh, really? That's
I think she may follow me. I don't know. But every now and then I see her like something. Maybe like every like 20 or 30 posts, I'll see her like something. But I don't think she's like sitting there like pouring over my Instagram stuff and being like, who are you following?
You can see what people like, other people can like.
No, I can see when someone likes my content.
Oh, you can see when they like your content.
Yeah. Or like stories. Like some people are really like
stories
like
are more popular
about their stories.
Yeah.
Stories are really popular. You can see like if people pass through them, they watch them more than once, like all this stuff.
Oh, really?
And I know like women who are like, especially with guys that are like kind of like creepy. They're like, oh my God, this guy's so creepy. He's like reads all my stories. Like he reads every single one of my stories, does not miss a single one. And like, we'll look at them again. So,
you can, damn. Okay.
Yeah. Stories are
it's
really,
like
has tons of data.
Zanga stalker. You remember that?
Zanga stalker. Wow.
I don't follow, like, I follow pretty women that I actually know. So like if they're celebrities or whatever, like I've met them, I've had conversations with them, like things like that. But if I like a regular influencer, I don't follow. Right. So I have that to stand on, right? But I don't know if your wife or girlfriend gave you shit for following these girls. Would you be like, all right, I don't want to deal with it. I'm gonna unfollow these people. Like, what is your?
I've never been in that situation, but
no shit. That's why.
No, I mean, my wife follows me. She has like a private account,
right?
Actually, she doesn't use it a lot though. But I think if she did say something to me, like, right away I would just like unfollow if she told me to.
Because you just don't want to deal with the fight.
Yeah, because I'm afraid of her.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
I mean, even if as a musician though, you're like following your fans that follow you back, if they're that type of like deal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it. At least I can't speak for for others, but if it's somebody, that's that I communicate with, then I'll follow them too. Like, but then if it's like a high type influencer that has lots of followers and they happen to follow me, I automatically kind of feel a little like
quid pro quo, like
kind of like
back.
obligated in some sense, but also like I feel like, oh, maybe that's the right thing to do. I should follow them too.
It's unfortunate because all of my fans are not hot women. 0% are hot women.
No way. I can't believe that. I'm gonna after this, we're gonna go through your Instagram feed, see who your followers are. I bet we can find more than 0%.
0%
hot women.
Let's all dudes like, Hyung, way to keep it real. I like, Hyung, you say what's on everybody's mind, you can't say. I'm like, all right, thanks, man. I love y'all.
But I have unfollowed people. Like, I go through like these weird bouts of like, if I see somebody too often doing selfies, a lot of selfies are just a lot about ego, then I'll unfollow them, because that's the kind of thing that makes me self-conscious about Instagram. And I find myself doing that where I'm like, I'm trying to see what kind of post gets more likes. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to be in that space. Like, it just makes me feel like shit for some reason.
Given that you work at a place where that's kind of
your job a little bit.
You know what I mean? Like, where you have to like think about analytics and whatever. I get it.
I mean, really, it does take a toll on me, but really, then it just reminds me, it's about quality, right? Like, everything's about quality for me now.
Right.
I'm getting closer to that fact.
For me, like, when I don't try to keep track of like, this is a post that's going to get more likes. But when I usually get the most likes of anything is when I'm being honest about something. And so when my mom passed, like those posts, like the one I took of my father and I, when I came back from the States, and we took a picture, and he's doing great, but he looks like, I saw a picture of him when he went to the Yoyoung one in like February, March. And the way he looks now in August, he looks like he's aged 20 years. And so in that sense, it's kind of like super like, holy crap, what's going on? But he's like present, mental, all this stuff. Like, I mean, like not mental, like mentally aware. But those are things that most people like. But yeah.
Imagine how fucked up in the head you are if those heartfelt you being you posts get the least amount of interaction, and you're like, no more of these. I'm gonna selfie of my what I ate. That gets 100 more views or likes or whatever. Gosh. You know what I mean?
I just miss the days where I didn't know, but like I do miss the days where I didn't have to worry about all that stuff, and I actually created more. I made more. I wrote songs more. I wrote more when I didn't have to deal with all that stuff. And I think it really affects your work output, I think.
Well,
anyway,
I thought we would have more interesting and fun conversation, but it was the answer.
Well, here's my advice for that dude.
I will stop.
That got caught.
Yeah,
is why not just make a second account and make it hidden?
The burner account.
The burner account, the throwaway account. I don't know if you're like that's your thing and you want to look at a bunch of Instagram ladies.
Well. The burner account was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It's kind of social media related, but kind of pivoting. Obviously, Frank, you probably aren't on any of those dating sites because you are have a girlfriend, right?
I remove myself from them.
But the last time we came here, we talked about like how we matched and dated the same girl.
The same girl.
Right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Ari Escobar Brothers episode.
That was a fun episode. I don't know if I really like the treatment of the cover for that episode on YouTube. It's strange.
The thumbnail.
Yeah.
The thumbnail.
But so if you were back in Tinder or dating app days, and Bobby, you've never done it, but let's just kind of pretend that you are, right? And because recently, I was going through, I can't go to sleep and just going on one of them runs, as I like to call them.
Yeah.
And I ran into a few friends, wives, and girlfriends.
Wait, a few? Not even just one?
Yeah.
Like currently, why? Like
married?
Partnered up.
Yes.
Wow.
Married, one wife, and 2 girlfriends.
Were they trying to hide it? Were they had like a mask on and like?
Wait,
no, it was them.
Do we know? Do I know them?
You know one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, but then so my question is this, right? Do you tell your friend?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right?
Hell yeah.
No, because here's my point. Like, what if you just didn't? Okay, hypothetically, right? Like, Frank, you just didn't delete your account or whatever, so it's in the universe,
ether, right? Yeah.
Right.
It's swipeable.
Okay.
So it's out there.
So you can still hypothetically be on Tinder but not be active, right?
Right.
So then it's then me saying, hey, yo, like your wife or your girlfriend's still on Tinder. It starts an unnecessary fight.
All right. So this is my question.
Right?
So let's say if this friend was married for just it's been only a few months.
Or a year.
A year.
Yeah.
So normally would you get a notice saying, oh, someone swiped right on me?
Someone likes you, but it doesn't tell you who.
But you'll get that notice on your phone, right?
But if you delete the app, but you didn't actually delete your profile,
it could still be on
then you would never get a
okay.
notification.
All right, then that actually
stop being so judgy. Bob.
Yeah. So it's but it's in the universe. So it's in
there,
it's in the cloud or whatever you call it, right?
Yeah.
So that's why initially I was like, I shouldn't tell my friends, right?
Well,
because if I'm starting an unnecessary fight.
No. What you could say is, hey, I think your wife never turned off her account after she deleted it.
No, that's a fucking
so
fight.
bad.
What are you talking about, dude?
Wow.
But it depends. Like if it was me and my wife was on there and you didn't tell me, I'd be pissed that you didn't tell me.
Right.
Like yo, you gotta tell me. Like the worst case scenario is you get me out of a bad situation, right? Or I mean, the best that could be the best case scenario too, Or it's like, yo, thank you. My wife needs to get off that stuff, and other people are probably thinking the same thing. Yo, Bobby's wife is like on Tinder. Like I gotta, like I don't want people having judgment like that on my wife when it's just a mistake.
Right.
I think, that's my answer for that.
What about you, Frank?
I would not, if anything, if I knew the woman really well, like, so this actually happened to me. So I was and it wasn't someone I knew well, but it was someone that I was interested in back in Seattle. Like she approached me at a bar. We like chatted up for a while. I got her number. But then like the first time we hang out, she's like, oh, I'm married. I was like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
But we saw each other like a couple more times. Nothing ever happened. And then like 3 months later, I was in Oregon and I was on Tinder and her profile came up and I was like, it was like 3 miles away. So I texted her, I was like, hey, are you in Portland? Right. And she's like, no. Why? And I was like, oh, well, your profile came up on Tinder and it's like your face, your name, your age. Like, so I thought it was kind of
identity
maybe
theft?
She's like, what? I don't think what are you talking about? Like I don't have a Tinder account. I was like,
oh, that's
then
scary.
I wasn't sure if it's identity theft, which happens to like very attractive women. Like people take all their photos and identity. and it could be catfishing, which is probably the likely case, right? Some like Chinese, Russian,
right.
like identity theft ring, or she's like got caught. And she's
like, no, what are you talking about? I'm in LA. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so here's another scenario, right? Let's say, okay.
By the way, I tell you what I did.
What did you do? What did you say?
With all my friends' wives and girlfriends.
Did you swipe right?
I swiped right. Not because I wanted to hook up with them.
No.
But it's to be like, I see you.
Oh, really?
That's like really nice.
All right, maybe you've done your duty then.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all you needed to do.
I was like, I see you, bitch. And I don't think they're going to be like, oh my God. He's going to betray his friends. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Although in the case that Frank brought up saying they deleted the account and it's still but it's still on there.
Right.
I mean, they deleted the app, but it's still on there. Like in that case, maybe it's not helpful to them. What about, let's say, you make a fake account of someone like a really good looking guy or somebody that's on Tinder that doesn't know both parties and is a really good looking person, is very sought after. And then you have them swipe right on the possibly...
Bobby, were you a Dateline producer in the past?
That is so...
That's like catching
like the pedophiles.
It's so hard.
No, what if you did that and then they wrote and then she swiped right also and then started that conversation. You two should get this as if your audience was actually like members that had a lot of these issues come up. Then you should just record a service like that, trade a Dateline type of production. Catch a cheater.
Should we do that?
I mean, that's like
you two would have so much fun with that.
Should we? I mean, like
that's a movie plot right there. You know, like you could do that.
Should we do that? Should we just catch
cheaters?
The Korean version of cheaters?
Oh my God!
Right?
So we need to find a friend that's really good looking. And I don't know.
Just Getty Images, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just fucking pick whatever. So. There's so many it's so funny. Like sometimes I'll be like, that's an actress. You know what I mean? Like that's like a full blown famous actress.
But it's gotta look like a real photo, no? Like if you use like a really touched up photo or like
Bobby, men are dumb.
Come on. Okay.
It's a hot woman, and you don't think like, oh, this is too touched up or
no. We're trying to trick the woman, not the man.
Whoa! What's his hate about the woman?
No, the wife. We're trying to trick the wife to say.
What about cheating husbands?
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's true. But Danny wouldn't. But Danny's only seeing the women.
I know.
His friends' wives on there.
That's fair.
No, but you could
three of them.
You could change the settings
and girlfriends. You said also, right?
Come up with a different. Yeah.
Yeah. This is getting me all worked up now.
Oh man, it is.
But this is how
potentially.
But here's my point: is that like you have a Facebook friend, right?
Yeah,
and that person dies, and if unless someone deletes that account,
it's
that account's gonna be there forever, right? Okay. So again, I don't want to be like that person's at fault, but I also don't want to be like, hey man, I see your girl's still on Tinder, right? And then be like, what? And then, hey baby, we're on Tinder. Oh, I'm not on Tinder. Well, my friend Danny said,
he's a liar.
That guy, he's a liar. Yeah. I don't want that fight, right?
Really awful.
Right. So like that's why I did the to be like,
I like
if you're on it. You don't know it's from me.
All right.
Right. But you know that's, and then if she sees me and swipes right and then we match and I'll be like, aha.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
All right. So now I'm in a real world situation right now because you said I know one of these people, right? And so is it better? The less I know, the better, you think? And you don't tell me and I live on with my life, or you tell me, am I obligated to, I'm not on Tinder, right?
Right.
So am I obligated to tell my butt? Like automatically for me, it's like, yeah, I got to tell her, there might be a small chance of like infidelity or something. So,
well, I mean, my thing is like, it's going to start a fight, right?
Yeah.
It might be necessary. It might be unnecessary.
Yeah.
Right. But I want to err on the side of if she's cheating on him.
Yeah.
Then he's going to find out anyway. Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But
if she's not cheating on him, then we just accuse her of cheating, which
So-
is going to not only them gonna argue,
All right.
but that's gonna ruin our relationship.
There's
you know,
got to be a best practice
But
scenario.
here's the other scenario that you don't think about, that I just thought about, is if a couple is having a fight and say the guy cheats on his girlfriend or wife and they have a big fight and she gets mad and she jumps on Tinder to be like, F you, like I'm going to profile too.
Right.
Right. And it doesn't have to actually do anything. But then you only see that part and you're like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, why are you being like such a, which is actually, she's the victim, right?
Right.
So it's so you don't know.
Yeah.
And to jump to a conclusion or to like, I think what Danny did was great. It's like genius because all he did was swipe right.
Yeah.
Right. Unless they pay for this, whatever the thing is, and they can see who
swipes
you.
Yeah.
Which I know very few women that do that because they don't need to.
Because they got too many.
There's so many, right? And so.
Because most women, my analogy is like men and women. We're like fisherwomen. You know, men usually fish with poles.
Yeah.
Right? So we only can catch one, possibly two at a time.
You can be there all day and not catch anything.
Right.
Yeah.
That's I've been in dry lakes, right? But then women, they fish with nets, right? So then they get a bunch of fish at once and be like, oh, this one's ugly. This one got no job. This one's a drug dealer. Oh, this one's the one I want, right? So that's why they don't need to sign up for the premium program unless they look like me with long hair.
I'm out of my.
Right.
I don't know.
I love this analogy. It's great.
Right.
I thought you were going to say instead of like a net, I think you're going to say like it's one of those commercial fishing boats that puts down a giant like trawler. It's like 5 million.
It's like
fishes.
Ice Road Truckers or whatever, like deadliest catch.
And then there's people that shoot with shotguns. I mean, they fish with shotguns.
Yes.
The relationship is dead on
arrival.
So, that's what the last 2 days, as I was going through a Tinder and Coffee Meets Bagel and Bumble run.
Yeah. Wait, did they show up on all those things or just one particular service?
2 on Tinder and 1 on Bumble.
Man, you should write Bill Burr to see on Monday morning podcast. This is a good question.
Yeah. So for all our listeners, if you were faced with the same predicament as I, how would you respond? Right.
Yeah, the comments should be interesting.
Yeah. Because I already expect Tezan's comment.
I know. I'm thinking about this. Right. So I'm thinking there's got to be a best practice kind of like approach to this. Like you can still say, hey, I don't want to start shit. You know, it kind of saves you the thing where if your buddy says, oh, Bobby said he saw, actually Bobby was just making sure everything was okay. And wondering if you forgot to take down your.
She's going to hate your ass, which you might not care about, but.
Well, it depends. If she did really forget to take it off, then she would probably be like, oh, that's right. I didn't take it down. I should take it down.
But why?
Because all of her husband's friends that are on Tinder are going to have these, you know, they're not going to know the truth.
Well,
you know,
well, all I know is, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if I knew the woman really well, right? And then I can approach it in a way, not to like in any accusatory way. It's just like, hey, I saw you on this, like you showed up, no judgments, like, you know.
Yeah. I mean, but we also don't know if they're in an open relationship, which is very,
I've seen it in Seattle where I've seen my friends like show up and I'm like, who are married. I'm like, what the hell? But then I find out, you know, and then usually what I do is I ask another friend in common. And the 2 times I've seen that happen recently, they told me, oh yeah, they're having trouble. They're having a fight.
Okay.
Or they're looking to separate or they're divorced now.
Which isn't a surprising thing. Like most couples have problems, right? So okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm like, it's like an extra thing that is couples always get into arguments for, you know, one reason or another. And, you know, I don't want to be, what do you call it? Like another reason for an extra fight.
Yeah, you don't want to poke the bear.
Right. Yeah. And I'd be like, I think as a friend, all I can do is be like, like, man, she cheated on me, dog. I was like, that's fucked up, brother. I can't be like, yep, I know.
Right.
She's a good for nothing. I'm not going to say that, right?
It also depends how close I am to this person that I know.
Yeah.
Right. If it was my brother, it's like, but Eddie's not married, right?
Yeah.
Or like, if you were like, yo, I saw Eddie's wife on, I would, of course I tell him, I say, yo, Eddie, what's going on? Or I just like,
not to change subjects, but if Eddie comes back to Korea to visit now with like quarantine and maybe gets vaccinated,
you
should have an episode where it's like, hey, let's get Eddie dates in Korea.
Oh yeah. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him out here. I actually I asked him yesterday what he's doing during Chuseok. Because I wanted him to come out and possibly go to Jeju with us.
Nice.
He
still hasn't seen the baby.
He did. Like when Benji was like 3 months old.
Oh, was that?
You were there here too.
Yeah. That's right.
But he hasn't seen him.
And we all met up and we had like tacos at one place. And your wife came out with the baby.
That's right.
Oh man,
that's right. Kim's Taco.
Is that still around?
Oh,
yep.
Was that with Eddie?
Eddie was there too.
I can't remember anything.
You were there too.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
Good.
Really good tacos.
Good memory.
I can't remember so many things.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm like an elephant. Not the way I look.
Wait till you get married and have kids. Like,
wait till you turn 49, right? Just kidding. Sorry, didn't want to get all angry.
You guys are one-upping each other on how pathetic your lives are turning.
My brain is mush. Yeah, seriously, dude.
I can't remember shit. Oh,
wait till you have to go wake up 3 times in the night and have to pee all the time.
I can't remember acquaintances' names these days, or people I grew up with. I can't remember their names.
No, I think it's because you only as you not only as you get older, but I think as you have more things to worry about, you only will retain the shit that you need to retain, and the rest is just unnecessary information, right? Like I forget there was some sort of study where like in your lifetime you are able to recognize a very finite amount of faces and names, right? And so like after you hit that, then you better be
that's interesting.
You better be like super like I got this a few times in LA where like this, like I was at Cafe Mac, right, writing or whatever, and then they'll be like, yo, what's up, Danny? Right? It's like a bunch of dudes, right? But then what's up, Danny? I'll be like, yo, what's up? But then he'll give me this eye contact, like he's with his boys or whatever, and he's like, "You don't remember me, right?" And I go, we could have just stopped at "What's up, hey man," and then that's it, right? But he's like, "Oh, you don't remember my name, right? What's my name, right?" And I'm sorry, I don't remember. And then he goes, "Oh, I see how it is," to make me feel like,
yeah, that's messed up.
There was a few times you know how I responded? I was like, clearly you weren't memorable when I first met you.
Oh,
you know who I am because apparently I'm memorable. Yeah. But you weren't memorable. Why is it my fault that you were a fucking nobody?
It's not your fault.
Don't make me feel like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a dickhead, but when they put me
when they do that,
I'd be like, oh, you think I'm just gonna fucking take it? Yeah. But again, it goes to the fact that like once you meet so many people, and I think we all feel the same way, is that I have a super hard time remembering Korean names. You know what I mean? I can recognize the face. Oh, I've seen this person before. I can decipher Korean faces, but their names, I'm like, damn.
Yesterday we were applying for a visa and we had to put all this information in, right? Including family, her family, immediate family. And I'm asking my wife, what's in front of her father and mother, what's your father's name? What's your mother's name? Like, I just know them as 장모님 or, 아버님. I call him 아버님 because I feel weird saying 장인.
When I came to the airport and they're like, we need a number of a contact in Korea. I was like, oh, who is this? It's like, it's my uncle. What's his name? I was like,
Uncle.
Uncle, I just told you. What the hell you need from me?
Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise.
Namsamchun. Right. Right. No, but like, did you know? Hey, this is Korean etiquette time.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
When you give somebody's name that's like, when I not only want to say older, but like it's like tiers, right? So like you and your wife are in one tier, and the higher up tier is your parents, her parents, like up the tree. Well, when we talk about the tree, then you don't say like whatever a name is. Like if it's like Kim Min-soo, right? You don't say like, oh, what's your father-in-law's name or what's your uncle's name? You don't say Kim Min-soo.
Oh, what do you say?
You have to say 김자 민자 숫자입니다.
Really? The hell?
You have to
how do you know this?
김자 민자 숫자입니다.
You have to like, that's how the proper way to say it is. Like it'd be like, what's your dad's name, right? And then you can't. I can't be like looking, whatever my dad's name is. I don't need to give it out, but like, but I would, but I would say the proper way. Maybe it's too old school. I don't know if they do it now, but the old school way is you would have to per syllable.
Okay.
Throw that out there.
Wow, because it's so important that you get it right.
Okay.
That you want to say that way.
Just a little bit of edification.
No, I also appreciate our previous episode of this sample was the sneezing, blowing your nose in public. So I didn't know that, and so it's like I've been like, and if someone else does it, I don't know why, but I get really judgmental about it.
You dirty motherfucker!
How dare you? And usually it's a Westerner,
but you can fart.
You can pick your nose.
Yeah. You can pick your nose. The old school was when you see those ajashis throwing the changli.
Oh yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
The snot. Dude, I've seen it so many. I've seen it so many times. I'm like, man, that's. And then they clean it off of a tree. Like, you know what I mean? They go here. Hey, it's kind of a tissue. It can be a tissue.
Got some ridges. I can get this off.
It'll be a tissue later in life.
Yeah, the blowing of the nose. Like I made the big mistake of blowing my nose at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, is that when you were in Jeju?
No.
I used to. They let it go like a few times, and then finally my wife was like, "Oh, that's actually don't do that."
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
In Korea. But I mean, in the States too, I probably wouldn't do that anymore.
But then, like, in the US, it's faux pas to put your like elbows on the table, right? Yeah. But then I've seen Koreans,
Yeah.
But then we're here, so I can't be like 미국에선 씨발 이거 하지 마, right? I'd be like, all right, whatever, right?
Completely wrong,
right? Sitting down, like when you see gangster movies, and I can't do it because I'm not flexible, but like whether it's on a chair or on the floor, like if you lift one leg up and then you kind of like lean on it, that's
disrespectful,
super uncouth.
Oh yeah,
right.
Sometimes
my
I do that because my leg falls asleep and I just gotta move it around.
Yeah. So when we're sitting on the floor, I would like play footsie with myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to like change positions.
Yeah.
But like, if you like put that one leg up and then you kind of lean, that's some 양아치 shit.
Interesting. But what if you're like the Dailo or like the leader of like the gang? Can you do that?
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. But I mean, again, it's 양아치 shit. That's the gangsters do that shit. But imagine you're with your in-laws
and you do that, and they're like,
and you're sitting on the floor.
I think I've done that before.
Right.
I gotta watch myself. Slow my roll.
Bingo board of all the things that Bobby has done wrong.
Yeah. I mean, you have a get out of jail free card, but like you don't have an infinite amount of passes.
Right? I'm pretty sure I annoy them a lot,
right?
Like with stuff that I do, because, but they're really very patient people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this is helpful. Thanks, Danny. I got to stop doing this. When we go to restaurants on the floor, I think I do that. I put my arm on my leg, just because it's so uncomfortable.
I know.
To have But anyway,
the last time I ate at a restaurant like that was like a Pyongyang like naengmyeon place. But it's because my like circulation of my lower bodies, like I get like my foot falls asleep so fast. So
I've been asking people, like, how do you Koreans that you're used to this,
right?
Like, how do you keep from getting your foot
falling asleep.
Yeah, falling asleep, and they shift.
They shift.
Yeah.
Oh man, I shift.
They
But
shift.
it just doesn't.
Subtly shift, right?
Oh.
And I think if you get used to it, you'll get better. But
Fuck your chairs. That's what we talked about last week.
The last episode is the one I have not heard.
yes,
So I didn't know where the hell that came from. I was like, what in the world?
it was a good move.
Oh man.
Yeah. What happened? I'm trying to think what happened this weekend for me. Nothing.
Over the weekend?
Not really. Just a few drinks here and there. Just complaining, just contemplating. Hung out with DPD, who we should call back before he leaves.
Oh,
He's leaving back in like a week or two.
Oh, really?
Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Let's hit him up.
Yeah.
Dude.
So yeah, our buddy DPD, he is dealing with producing a drama on Korean TV, and he's told me his frustrations. Right.
Dealing with like Korean studios.
Yes. Yes. And I went. Oh, that must suck. You know what I mean? Just to be like, but you know what? He has a trump card is that like, everything has a hierarchy, right? But he's higher than the director. So if the director is not listening, he'll just be like, all right, and just wait because he needs to get confirmation. The director needs to get confirmation from him, and so he'll just ice him. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's great.
That's great.
So, but yeah, the frustration of that is mind boggling. But it got me to think. Like Frank, you went to go visit the States, but you came back, and you're here for. Do you have a foreseeable timeline of how long you're gonna be here?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I'm trying to find a way to stay here for a few years, right? So I know my boss will most likely be good for me staying here through all of this year, for sure, without any questions. But what I've instituted with my trip back home is this proposal I have to him. Like I come back every quarter, and so my next trip back home, I'm going to try to, and I do it on my own dime, right? And so is to come back in October, November, stay for anywhere between 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how busy I am, what kind of meetings I need to do.
Right.
And if I can keep that cadence, so I go back in January. So I'm running a big gathering conference in 2022 in February. So I'll come back for that month or so. And I'll come back in May or so, and then come back in late July, because no one wants to be in Korea in late July or August. It's
That's
terrible.
true.
And Seattle's so nice.
Yeah.
So when you're telling that advice about go to LA when it's
yeah.
I'm definitely going to do that with it when it's hot here.
Right. Seattle's
beautiful
in the summer, right?
But but that's my plan. But I have some other ideas. I taught a English class for some Kogas employees, 4 of them for through some hagwon. And then I am working for MOFA still, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Korea, doing some Instagram content with some other people, mostly college students. And that doesn't really pay a lot.
And me and Bobby.
Can you and Bobby do it? I put you on content, remember?
That's
guys?
right.
Yeah. Actually, I highlighted both of them on the content for Kyopo artists, Korean diaspora artists in Korea.
Wait, I'm curious. How did you get hooked up to that?
Yeah, that's I was just on their Instagram, looking at their site, and they had a online call for interview or applications. We're looking for a honorary press corps reporters, 10 Korean, 10 foreigners living in Korea. And the application process, I was because I had gotten here and I knew I wanted to stay. Right. So I was figuring out this is a good way for me to network. And so I applied. Since it's Corona, they did a group interview via Zoom. So it's I see all the other applicants, and I see the kind of this table, 4 people, right? Asking us questions each, and listening to other ones respond. And I was oh, they're all in their 20s, and I was so when I spoke, some of them had created content and they're showing it and stuff, and I just went. Because they had this idea of if you were going to show this old Taeguki flag, right, that came from the Japanese occupation, how would you get Americans or other foreigners interested in this flag, the history behind it? So I had some ideas around find this ambassador's prodigy, grandson, and bring them on, interview them, or the other one is through K dramas the Goodbye or Mr. Sunshine was set in that time, was very popular in the US. So use the flag because it's that type of flag.
Right.
And draw that. Say, hey, remember this like movie and this thing, and draw it out. And so I just came with ideas.
Right.
And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get the job. But they offered me the job, and then they immediately split into the group. And they're like, so you're the team leader. And I was like, I don't want to be team leader.
Is it because you're the oldest?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they looked at my background. They're like, they also called me in. They're like, before this job starts, we're running this campaign with UNESCO, hashtag Live Together, like anti-hate thing campaign. And we just want to have you come in for a meeting for an hour, just like give us feedback on this idea. And I was like, oh, yeah, cool.
This is because you're old.
Bobby's like, I'm a team leader. Because I'm old.
Hey, before we go,
Yeah.
I want to show Frank this video. DPD sent me via, apparently it was on Reddit. It's basically an anti-racism video.
Okay, uh-oh.
That's racist.
Oh, no. Did it come from the great state of Texas?
Hold on.
What the Okay, this can't be real. This is so offensive.
That's when I knew it was fake. Or
That's
like,
gotta be fake. Oh my god.
Well, obviously,
yeah.
it's not like
But that's hilarious.
your organization that you work for goes, hey guys, I think we should make an anti we should celebrate everyone's differences.
Oh my god.
and then someone goes, you know what, I think this is a good idea, right? So I saw that one going, ooh, I wonder, like, obviously it's a joke, right? Or obviously it's like, it's not done for any real campaign. It's just, you know, you can be assholes, right? Or be dickheads about it. But I was like, if a person like whoever made this, like made money off of this, then I can be like, oh, I could make so much money.
Yeah.
Right? Because I have a fucked up ass mind.
You showed me that earlier,
Right.
And I was like, this is one of those Dave Chappelle moments where you ever see anything so racist that you're just like not mad? You were just like, that was.
I mean, the whole like
That
the
was
racist. Racial draft.
Right.
Like, that was like amazing.
Yeah, but this one more was like, what that was.
It's
a
the
little
chicken.
It was a little over the top. Yeah. That was just like.
You're just like, nah.
And then,
Oh, man.
and I can't believe Bobby didn't see it. I'm sure you've seen it, Frank.
Which one?
It's a woman who sings a song called "I Wanna Be Ninja."
I Want to Be Ninja?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that. Is that on Reddit? I've not seen that.
Oh man, I can't watch it again. It's like
Ninja?
this episode brought to you by.
You've never seen "I Wanna Be Ninja"?
Is that recent?
This is an old
It's
video.
terrible.
Yeah.
Danny showed it to me earlier, and I was just like,
I did like
There's
that episode
nothing
when you
funny
were
about
talking
it.
about like the videos you watched to just like freaking laugh out loud that you
But
haven't.
this, but this is an old ass video. But it's basically.
I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja.
it's so
I want to jump.
it's like a blonde woman.
Right.
For you guys listening and not watching, but
So
it's,
the backstory is she sells like beds. So she has like a bed store, and then she has some
let's
sort
stop
of
it there.
yeah.
I don't want to get a
Yeah.
copyright claim.
Whatever. They're gonna make no money. But she has a bed store, and I guess she had some sort of party, like a launch party or whatever. And she thought it'd be funny to sing the song at this launch party of her beds, right? And if you look at the video, there's an Asian woman right there, arms folded.
Yeah.
But
How did
she's
she
the
look? Does
only
she look-
Asian woman
Does she look
there.
pissed?
She doesn't look comfortable. She
Yeah,
doesn't.
yeah.
She's not grooving to it. I don't think
right.
anyone's grooving to it except her and like some of her like bleach blonde haired friends.
I was worried that you would be that Asian woman. Asian woman would be like the Asian guy in that movie with Key and Peele, like the
Get Out.
Yeah, Get Out.
Mm.
Right when you're so uncomfortable in that movie,
Yeah.
and then they have that party, you're like, oh, it's gonna be terrible. And you're like, she's an Asian guy, like, oh, and you're like, oh, please don't be bad. Please don't be bad. You're terrible. Oh, the worst.
Yeah, I kind of wanted that Asian woman to be like, bitch, but obviously then this video wouldn't have come out. But
Wait,
let's
is
celebrate. each other's differences. guys.
Yeah, celebrate. Don't stop
Chuseok
the hate.
is next week, right? No, it's in 2 weeks.
No, it's in 2 weeks.
All right, we'll have a Chuseok episode as well.
What are you guys doing for Chuseok? Or are you guys trying to wrap this up?
Oh, we should wrap up. We're already at an hour and 10 minutes.
I don't have family here, so actually I do, but I don't go see them
Oh, ever?
rarely
Oh.
because
And they don't want you to go, right? Because of COVID.
that too. But like, I'll just tell you this: I have an uncle here and his whole family, right? And my uncle, love him to death, right?
Mhm.
Fucking awesome, right? But his wife, my Wesungmo, every time I go visit during holidays, gives me this look like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? And
Oh,
I was
really?
like, and I'm like, I'm at an age where I don't need to deal with that shit,
Yeah,
right? So
fair
I
enough.
go, fuck that. If I'm, I'm not gonna
I see.
deal with that shit. So,
Totally. Yeah.
but unfortunately, that means that I don't get to see my uncle too. So that's sad.
Oh, that's rough.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
Man.
let's celebrate each other's differences.
Yeah. Let's celebrate each other's differences. Stop the hate, everyone.
Chuseok, I'm going to Jeju.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Yeah.
Bobby and I realized that we'll be in Jeju at the same time. My
Same
girlfriend and I are in
days,
Jeju
yeah.
too.
Ooh.
Yeah. What hotel you booking at? Just kidding.
I'm not gonna say.
Just kidding.
I'm kidding. I was just,
Oh my god.
yeah. I mean, I like the reason why we're going. Okay, so I won't spend too much time on it, but it's super cheap then. Like that week, if you go to Jeju, literally the flight there is $20 bucks, and coming back it's like $30.
Mm-hmm.
And the hotels are just as cheap that week.
So you already bought your plane tickets?
Yeah, I mean everything is like
Is it a package?
that in Chuseok for Korea. Everyone goes home,
Oh, right.
right? They're not going on vacations and
Right,
stuff.
right,
so
right.
we're like, my in-laws are from Gwangju,
Mhm.
but they're settled in Seoul now. So
Okay.
we're trying to figure out.
Is
a
the whole
situation
family
for
going?
us. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Like last time, right? Didn't the whole family go last time?
Yeah, including my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, but they're not coming with us this time.
Okay.
And then I'm going on I'm breaking away from the family after a day or two, and I'm gonna do a bike trip around the entire island. It's gonna take 3 days, but I'm gonna just ride a bike around the island.
Bobby was like, "Hey, you want to come do a bike trip?" I was like, "Fuck that! Fuck yourself."
Like, hey, you want to come to Jeju? Yeah, sounds good. We're
I
gonna do a
really-
3-day bike trip.
I really want to
Hell
run it though.
Yeah.
My thing is like eventually I want to run it.
You get both
Yeah.
ideas. I'd be
Yeah.
like, "No, don't
I
invite
would-
me to that."
I would bike it with you. I would definitely not run it with you.
I wouldn't even bike it. I'd be like, "Yo, man,
So
We'll
there's
get Danny like an
process-
electric
you're-
scooter.
your prostate's gonna come out of your asshole."
Oh my
So-
god.
Jeju has a yearly marathon, ultra marathon that they do where you run up to the top of Halasan 3 times,
That sounds
3 days in a row, something like that. That's the next big thing I think I'm gonna do. That's gonna be my first official ultra marathon, I think. Although I've
you
done
are
ultra
built differently
marathons,
than both of us.
Yeah,
But-
while you do that, me and Frank will drink 3 bottles of halasan.
Yeah. Each time you go up, we'll drink a bottle. Each time you come down, we'll drink a bottle.
And then be like, I don't know why he's fucking doing that
Yeah,
shit, right?
no.
You know when you talk shit about your friends who's nearby, you you've become a ventriloquist. You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, I don't know why you fucking do that shit. Fucking weird.
Don't move your lips,
Fighting,
like,
fighting.
oh,
Stupid motherfucker.
the little like out of the side of your mouth.
Frank, thanks for coming back on the show. You're always welcome, by the way. Yeah.
Happy to be here.
So-
Happy to help out. It's COVID, so it's an easy way to meet you all and have some drinks and hang out. So,
Yeah.
It's nice to have the Winter Soldier on our program this
Seriously.
time.
Like I feel super
Yeah.
safe. I don't even like I think
Plexiglass.
this should be in between us.
Yeah,
clearly.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like thinking
It
about maybe
normally
a
is.
Triple Crown, maybe getting like AstraZeneca too, maybe Sputnik, trying to get them all, like a passport. Just get all the
It's
passports.
like the baseball cards of like you're hoarding all the
Start radiating.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for listening.
Yeah. And anything new? Anything else? Hey, yeah, that's about it for me. Yeah.
I think we said the end like 3 times.
Yeah.
already.
This is
the end.
The end. Boom. All right.
Fin.
Oh yeah. I wanted to say one last thing about Linus BBQ. That's why I was doing this because
Oh.
we usually have our
right there.
Linus BBQ thing right here.
He's trying a new chicken stuff, like either jerk chicken
No,
or a fried chicken.
I tried out his over the weekend. He has a Chuseok pack.
Oh yeah, I saw
Chuseok
that.
set.
That looks really cool.
Right, and so I got it sent to the house, and then I tried it, and it was awesome. Like you can get that. So actually, Linus isn't a sponsor officially of our show. We just like to promote his restaurant. But now that I did try it over the weekend, and it was awesome. It was really good.
If it's Big Phony approved.
Yeah, if you're looking for like Chuseok sets to send to your clients or to your friends, like it's a good buy.
Bobby, what's in the Chuseok set, real quick? Like, what do you get?
It comes like vacuum sealed, like sous vide bags of pulled pork, ribs, and then
brisket too.
Brisket, yeah.
Nice.
And it comes with the sauce. And
did your father-in-law enjoy it with kimchi this time?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah.
He enjoys Linus BBQ at home because then we could have kimchi as well. So we ordered from there as well too. So yeah. It's good for Korean parents too, but it's good for it if you have kimchi. Yeah.
I wonder, how you can go to a restaurant and say like, and some of the people I hang out with will do this. Like it's just like a pojamacha, and then they'll call the second name and be like, "Is it okay if we bring a bottle of wine?" And usually they'll either say yes or they'll be like, "Aren't you going to eat anything here?" And they're like, "No, we're going to order a lot of food."
Yeah.
Or we'll just like we're going to order like soju as well.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay," but Linus just starts doing like. Getting calls. Can you
BYOK?
Yeah, bring your own kimchi.
I mean, it's perfect food for kimchi too. I think I'm gonna really.
I mean, the whole pickle thing, right? With American barbecue is a big thing.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Have a good one. Peace.